What's good, YouTube? Christmas Innovation here, bringing you guys another Q&A. Now, it's official. The Q&As will be coming on whatever day I can get them out. So I was trying to keep it a weekend thing, but me having a kid and having limited time for my personal life, that's not going to happen. So, with all that being said, Q&As come whenever. Sorry for getting this up late. So without further ado, let's begin. First question comes from Angry Grandpa is Awesome. Are you a gamer? If so, what console do you play on? Well, Angry Grandpa is Awesome. No, I'm not a gamer, quote unquote. But I do love playing video games. I love to play Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Bros. You can kind of call me a gamer in Pokemon. I was really competitive at that with the EV training. But I sold my Nintendo DS that I had with that a long time ago because I stopped playing Pokemon at Pokemon Diamond. The new one looks interesting, but as of right now, I just have no interest in playing games anymore. I do want to get a PS4 for the sake of playing Tekken 7 and Street Fighter because I do love fighting games, and I'm really competitive when it comes to those type of things. I do love playing in the arcade as well. I mean, I like being social. That's the reason why I play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I guess the answer is no, I'm not technically a gamer, although I do play video games and love to play video games. So, I guess you can take that answer the way you want to take it. But, so yeah. 10 Ridge Runner asks, can Solemn Judgement come back? Honestly, can Solemn Judgement come back? See, I want to say yes, then I want to say no. Because, like, paying half your life once to negate anything reminds me of how powerful Solemn was back in the day. And it can just really pretty much lock out games where it's like your opponent be put in a position where they can instantly win, and then Solemn Judgement will give them a guaranteed victory. But we do have cards in the game like Wiretap now to handle that, and Southern Knights has my Alpha Nova. We have other counter traps in the game to counter it out. And say if anything, bring it back, I want to test it out. I mean, the OCG has it at 1, and they seem to be doing fine with it. So I think at 1 it wouldn't be an issue. Now, if you bring it back at 2 to 3, then it could be a problem because if your opponent opens up with 2 or 3 of those, or if you open up with 2 or 3 of those, it'll be really unfair. So, can Solemn Judgement come back? Yes, I believe it can come back, but only as a one of. Because the OCG has it, and I think they're doing fine. And from playing Heroes, you really don't want to pay half your life once anything of that nature. Can really screw you up. Gogeta ZZ asks, what new avatar should they add for Dueling Network? Honestly, Gogeta, I really don't know. I'm barely on Dueling Network. Only one time I'm on Dueling Network is when I'm recording for the channel. I don't really know what avatar. I rarely check the avatar section. But if I was to take a guess on what they should add for Dueling Network, maybe some avatars that are non-Yu-Gi-Oh related. I mean, the website technically is not a Yu-Gi-Oh website because they don't have Yu-Gi-Oh images on the back of the cards by Konami legal rights or whatever. I read an article back then a while ago, but add some avatars that are not Yu-Gi-Oh related. They don't even gotta be cartoon related. Just add different ones that are not Yu-Gi-Oh related. So yeah. That's my question. Answer that. Gogeta's question. Berady Too Cold asks, if you can make your own card and effect for heroes, what would the effect and card name be? Now, honestly, this is a good question because I do love heroes as a deck, but I do feel like it's missing a solid Earth hero monster. So if I was to make a card, I'm not gonna make it overly broken. It'd be something like Elemental Hero, Woodsman X or whatever. It's a better form of Woodsman. His effect will be his stats will be like 2,000 or 1,900 attack. He'll be a beach stick because Earth will be all strong and beach sticky and shit. His stats will be like 19 to 2,000 with a moderately high defense as well. Effect will be when you normal summon him, add a card with hero in his name from your effect to your hand, from your graveyard to your hand. So that way he's kind of dead when you open him up. So kind of giving him a balance factor, but later in the game he's really good. And that way with Mass Change, we have an Earth target to run at the end. I think honestly that'd be very powerful, and it'd promote hero decks better by adding back Stratos from the hand. Because remember it says anything with hero in its name from the graveyard. So I think that'd be pretty good. Or anything with mask in his name. So you know, I want to get the mask charges back and go into the end. So okay, I guess I'll say when you normal summon him, add a card from your graveyard with mask and or hero in its name and add it to your hand. So you can try mask charge, mask change, a hero. Make it unique, but at the same time, make it give it the balancing factor of being dead if you open it up with it. That's what I do at least. I think your heroes need a good solid earth monster. And eventually in the OCG they probably will get one. So yeah, that's the answer to that question, Brady Code. Thank you. I guess his name is Hi, XXXHIXX, or Hi Ass. Can Wind Up Magician go to 2 or 3? And can Wind Up Carriers and Mighty come off banlist? Magician go to 2 or 3? Yeah, I don't see why not. Honestly, the deck give Wind Up some power. Like, the deck can't do shit right now with Magician at 1. It's too slow, too gimmicky. Can Zenmaity come off the banlist? Yes, the format is, I feel like it's sped up to the point where it's like having wind-ups with one Zenmaity would bring it up, will give us another rogue deck to play with. I don't think the deck will be tier 1, but it'll definitely be a tier 2 contender, like how some people are saying Heroes is. Wind-ups do have the OTKs and XYZ loops they can pull off. And not to mention with Zenmaity to 1, there are some pretty tricky things you can do with Zenmaity with Magician Shark and Hunter. You can technically Hunter loop. It's long ass combos, but you can pull it off. So yeah, I think honestly Magician can go to 3 in my personal opinion. Zenmaity can come to 1, bringing windups back on the tier list. I think the deck needs more support. I'm a fan of the deck, and yeah, I would love to see it. The stuff come back. I think with the way the game is going, how everything's retardedly fast. Why not wind up come back to full power? Hell, why not give us fucking what deck? Anyway, give us any old deck back to full power, and just to give us more decks to play with. So yeah, well, not any old deck. You don't really want Samurai at full power, but you get what I'm trying to say. Wind up definitely deserve more power. Really, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster asks, is Big Eye the best XYZ in the game? No. I think Big Eye is one of the best, but in my personal opinion, the best XYZ monster. First thing that comes to mind is Exciton Knight, because for one, it's generic, and for two, it wipes fields. And while it cannot be used in every deck, it is really versatile, and almost every deck can run rank 4s. You have Cleaforce, you have Shadows, you have Heroes. The list goes on. A lot of decks in the game run rank 4, level 4 monsters for whatever reason. So I feel like this card will always have a utility and slide in the extra deck. In 80% of the decks in the game, due to the fact that it just wipes the board and helps you come back. Like literally, this card has won the game since I paid for it. So yeah, I think honestly, Exciton is the best XYZ monster in the game. I mean, some people will argue different, but that's just my favorite one. Brody, okay, Brody didn't ask any questions. Really, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster also asked, what do you think of Madolche's this format? I think Madolche is a solid tier 2.5. They can pull out some cool tricks and they can LTK. Only problem is they're a little inconsistent, and if they don't pull off an OTK, they will not win. And with Necros come out, they're pretty much going to be in a position where it's like how I felt when I was playing Gadgets, when it's like you're going to open up so many hands and you just have to hope you draw the best combination of cards. And when you're building a deck, especially on a competitive level, you shouldn't have to hope for a good hand. And almost every card in your deck, no matter what combination of cards it goes with, should give you a decent hand. At least that's my theory on deck building. For more theory on that deck building, hit that like button and comment in the comments down below. I can make a whole video on my theory of deck building, because I did before, but those videos are a little dated and have come a long way as a YouTuber since this time last year. Trust me, look at my videos from last year to now, complete difference throughout the summer. So yeah, make sure I ain't missing any other questions. So I didn't really get too many questions this week, which is fine, man. I understand a lot of guys don't ask a lot of questions, and Q&As aren't for everyone, but for you guys that do love the Q&As, post questions down below. I really love answering questions, and once again, it does not have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. It can be personal life related, anything. I really don't care. hell, it can be advice related, relationship advice or whatever. So post them down below and I can answer them the best way I possibly can for you guys. And then Janos Fourth asks, I think this is the last question too. Actually, no, it's not. I have one more question after this. But then Janos Fourth asks, what do you think about the Artifact Hero deck? I saw the Artifact Hero deck. If you guys did not see it, it's on Vexica's channel, and in short terms, a bunch of artifact monsters, Tengus, Match Tank second. The deck just looks like a big clusterfuck of bad hands and dead draws. Like, I can just 3 Tangles are good. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, combination artifacts and heroes. I read somewhere in the comment section where someone was like, he pretty much won his games on shock factor alone, and pretty much mind fucked everyone. I think honestly that's what happened when it came down to the Artifact Hero deck. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't think it's going to be consistent enough to be good in a viable deck. Now, it was good in theory, but at the same time, it's like you're stunning your opponent with artifact cards when Heroes is technically doing something completely different. It's like you're playing 2 different decks and one deck that's trying to make it work. It's like the reason why Bujins Shadows is not good. It's just like, it's good in theory, but when it comes down to it, it's not that great. But my hat is off to the guy for doing good. He did better his event than I did in my event, so obviously the deck works for him. And as always, I'm an advocate of build your own. I'm an advocate of people playing their own decks, because that's my philosophy and the reason why I started this channel. So yeah, the Artifact Hero deck, not my cup of tea. I think it looks inconsistent to me, but hey, maybe if I tested it out, I might prove it wrong. I can see Tengu being really nasty with Mass Saints second. Swig Money asks, do you think Bujins are still viable in this format? I recently picked them up. I think they kind of can be. We just seen Evil Swarm top 4 in the ARG, main deck and 2 Kaiser Coliseum. So Swig Money, if you are building Bujins, main deck 3 Kaiser Coliseum. It's going to help you out against every deck in the meta, except Heroes, because Heroes don't really need to span the field. But against Cleese, oh yeah, except Necros as well. But against Cleese, BA, Dolls to an extent, Kaiser Coliseum works perfectly. And oh yeah, make sure you have your Vanity's Emptiness as well, because that deck is going to need Vanity's Emptiness to fight off the meta. Now, with that being said, Vanity's Emptiness is cheap now. It was going to be cheap because it got reprinted in the Secret Forces set, so then it could be a fun tier 2.5 to 3 deck, but as far as can you take it to a big tournament and win, I don't think so. But if you have an idea, test it out like I always said, and let me know how it works. If you have any advice, you need some advice on it, you can PM me. I have played the deck once before on DM, so I kind of have a little experience on how the deck should function in my own personal way about it. And I believe that was it for the Q&A, guys. Let me see. Let me double check. Yep, that was the last question, unfortunately. So, with all that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this week's Q&A. If you did, a big thumbs up to show support. As always, comment down in the comment section below questions for next week's Q&A. I don't know when next week's Q&A will go up, but it'll be definitely be 7 days from today, and or etc. So hit that like button and please show your support to help the channel grow. The channel is growing really fast, and I thank a lot of you guys for subscribing to the channel, because it really means a lot to me to have a growing YouTube channel. Also, for you guys that are early birds, my Facebook fan page is up. It will be, all you have to do is click on, when you go to my YouTube channel, click the Facebook link, and it links you straight to the Facebook fan page. First vlogs will be starting tomorrow, and of course the introduction video for the Facebook fan page will be tomorrow, to let everyone who did not see this video know that the Facebook fan page is up and ready. So once again, Christian Team Innovation signing out. Hit that like button. Alright, have a good day, guys. Peace.